Welcome back to the channel.
Today we are wandering around Circus Circus.
Yeah, so come get lost with us in some circusy fun.
Alright guys, so we're about to go out on another adventure, so make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna jump off the Strat. So let's go.
The Midway at Circus Circus is open Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then on Friday and Saturday it's open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Circus Circus considers the Midway bringing back family fun to Las Vegas. There's classic arcade games, some other state-of-the-art video games like VR games, roller coaster games, things like that. And then of course there's prizes too, depending on how many points you win. We would consider it kind of to like what a Dave & Buster's would be when it comes to the arcade, but the arcade actually seems like they have some newer games mixed with some older games that we'll see later throughout the view of the arcade. Circus Circus does claim this area holds over 200 different video games, which seems about appropriate. There are a bunch of different gaming areas throughout that have different types of video games, as well as some of these carnival games. Now, one of the cool things here is what they do have a bunch of carnival games, but unlike in a carnival, you're really not pressured to play them. You just have the option to play them or not. You will need, if you want to play it though, a Midway card, which is very similar to what all the big arcades have nowadays. It's basically just a RFID based card that you scan so that you can unlock your credits, and it also keeps track of any of the tickets that you win. One of the really nice parts of the Midway is that no matter where you are on the Midway, you can see the circus acts taking place. Now they typically run about every 30 minutes, but when they're running you can see them from basically anywhere around the gaming area in the Midway. Continuing around the Midway, there were a bunch of these circus games where you get to basically like shoot water at something or blow something up to win. You do need more than one player to play those though. Each of them cost about like 20 to 30 tickets a piece. And you'll see as we keep going, here are some of the big like Space Invaders games, Pac-Man, things like that. And then we had this area which was Shake and Rattle. Again, this was more of like a skee ball type area behind these winning machines.
Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll.
So they did have a few of these throughout. These are the basically virtual reality roller coaster rides. And if you're looking for some of the old school video games, this is definitely the area to check out. We found a really old Simpsons video game that we'll show you in a minute, and a couple of like old school Terminator 2 games and stuff too.
This place has more games than Dave & Buster's.
Yeah. This is a super rare arcade game. So this is a super rare one. If you're looking for that Star Wars battle pod, it's a pretty rare video game. You like sitting there and you sit in there and fly TIE fighters and X-Wings. It's the other side. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool find here at Circa.
Wow. You want to play it?
Maybe later, babe. Now this area definitely did have a lot of like racing games, whether it's motorcycle, car, or even a Transform one at the beginning. Dance Dance Revolution.
This place has a lot of games.
Yeah?
Circus Circus has a whole like gaming area dedicated just for kids. I would say they have way more games than Dave & Buster's for sure. And what's really cool is you can check out the circus show from pretty much everywhere up here on the Midway. Now this is just the Midway. They also still have their indoor amusement park, which we're gonna check out in another video. But this right here is actually really cool for kids to hang out. Summer fun, something to do as a family, for sure, all within the Circus Circus casino. So I think it's pretty cool. Let's see what Gary thinks.
Here we're heading to the surprise store, and it's pretty much what you would expect from any kind of arcade surprise area.
G.I. Joe.
I mean, they're not bad, like, ticket prices.
You don't have any tickets you get out of each game, though, so it's kind of hard to say. More G.I. Joe. I used to have both of those.
Gary seems really entertained by all the G.I. Joe stuff. You got Power Rangers. You got a dart set. Interesting. And then of course they've got candy up at the front.
So we got another classic, the ancient Simpsons game. Just so you know, the screen looks bad in person. It's not our camera messing it up. So you think they used to have animals here? Let us know in the comments below, because all of the pictures and stuff show like animals used to be here, which I couldn't tell, but it's possible, I guess. All right, so on the Midway, it's kind of cool. You don't have as much pressure as you do as normal carnivals. They're not like constantly getting you to play the games or anything. So that's really nice. And it's kind of like a really laid back atmosphere for what it is. Except for when stuff explodes behind you. The one thing to note too is that you do have to get the cards, just like at Dave & Buster's or like Disney. They have the cards where you put all your coins on it, and it also collects all the credits and stuff you get too. So you will need to buy one of those, which is always a little bit extra. So we're gonna continue checking out the floor, and we'll come get you at the end.
All right, so this is like the second half of all the games from upstairs. This is like another Midway area.
Just so you know, they are filming down here, so if you choose to come down here, apparently they're filming you.
Interesting. But yeah, it basically like ends back over here, so there's not as much over here as there is upstairs, but if you don't feel like going upstairs, you can get some video games down here. So, and then they have some candy machine. They got Sprees, they got Skittles, they got bananas, they got M&Ms, Reese's Pieces, peanut butter M&Ms, and my personal favorite, Starburst.
There's your prices. They're all about $6. Hey, whatever.
Interesting. You can also get a stuffed animal. So this place is actually really cool, I have to say. It's a really fun place for everybody to just kind of hang out.
Yeah, it opens at 10 a.m., so know that too coming in, that it opens every day at 10 a.m. or looking at the sign from here, it's 11 a.m. during the weekdays.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something fun to do with your kids while you're on the strip, well, I don't recommend bringing your kids to Vegas. If you did, check out Circus Circus.
Yeah, like Macy said, a lot more games and stuff than Dave & Buster's. The games are about the same price, so they do have some rare games like the Star Wars Battle Pod.
You almost made a big boo-boo there. But, yeah, I have to say the main circus place that has all the video games, like, we walked in there for a good 5 minutes, and it was just row after row after row of video games, so that was pretty cool.
Don't forget to like this video.
Hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you can notify when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we will come get you in the next one.
Ain't that the truth, baby Ruth? Bye.